Thanks, Carrie. A trip to the JFK Hyannis Museum will give you a glimpse of how Hyannis Port became known as from President Kennedy and his family and all that was happening here. We know how photographed it was when he was president and the family was here. I'm joined today by, first of all, the executive director. Her name is Wendy Northcross. Hi, Wendy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
And over here to my left is Paul Hart-Miller. You're the chairman of the board.
Yes, Kevin.
Tell us why it's so important to preserve the legacy here of the Kennedys and Hyannis.
Well, I think, during the presidency of John Kennedy, he came home to the Cape for inspiration. And he did so most every weekend that he could during the administration. And I think what we've seen with the entire Kennedy family is that no matter where they are in the world, they seem to come back here to the Cape for inspiration and go off and do the things they continue to do. So I think it's important for future generations to understand that hope, to understand the curiosity, to understand the inspiration, to continue democracy and get involved in community efforts. And I think through our scholarship program and just the museum itself, it helps tell the story and hopefully inspire people to go forth and do wonderful things.
Very well. Wendy, this year you have a special exhibit focusing on JFK Jr., which, of course, is a solemn anniversary this year that we are remembering.
It is. It's a very sad anniversary. It's 25 years ago that we lost him tragically just off the shores of Martha's Vineyard. And that's a very local story, and we focus on the local story. We also realize there's more people alive today that remember John Jr. more so than his father,
right.
And they really connect with that story. So we have a special exhibit, and we show kind of the arc of his life. He was born famous into a famous family, but he was a really good person, a really nice person. He spent a lot of time on Cape Cod. So we just share some of that with our visitors this summer.
That's a nice perspective. Your place is, you were just telling me where it is. Can you tell all our viewers,
Yes.
How far away is it from here?
It's as the crow flies is about 3 flaps of the wing. So we're right on Main Street, Hyannis, right next to the post office. We're in the Old Town Hall building. It's the JFK Hyannis Museum, 397 Main.
And hours of your operation? We can go visit?
So we're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5, and we're open year-round.
Fantastic. And cost of admission, that kind of thing?
So adults, we start at $14, and then the rate goes down from there. We have a lot of discounts, active military discounts, students, retirees, and children 5 and under are free. And if you have a group coming, talk to us. We'll do a special thing for you and do a group rate.
Yeah, and I know from bringing my dad last year, it's also handicap accessible, so people can get in.
It is. And we see people from all over the world, so we really try to accommodate the language differences and the knowledge base. But yeah, we're very warm and welcoming, and we hope people do stop by.
It's hard to not think about Hyannis and not think about the Kennedys when you do think of the place, just from my parents' generation when they were kids and he was president to nowadays. You still think about it, don't you?
Well, Paul is right. I mean, Hyannis Port became an international date line, and it's just a neighborhood, and we're still on the map. But the family still lives here, too.
Yeah.
People want to tour the compound, and they're surprised to learn it's not open for tours because the family is still here.
Right.
So we try to answer some of those questions. As a matter of fact, I think there's a big family gathering this weekend.
How about that?
Yeah.
Oh, let's get the drone up. No, I'm just kidding, Mrs. Kennedy. Wendy, Paul,
You're on.
thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back with more from ZipTrip and Hyannis after the break.